Hi, I'm Jason.
I'm Tedward.
We are the Cobb Fathers, live from Marietta, Georgia, and welcome to our seventh podcast, Ted. 7 weeks in a row. Holy
7.
cow.
I almost said Cinco, but that's fine.
I know.
Yeah.
Thank you for our sponsor, Good Days Classic Cocktails, made here in Georgia out of Athens. We have 4 great offerings. Tonight I'm drinking the Longboat again. I got to get off this, continue drinking Longboat. Our guest tonight will be Brady Miller. He's drinking the Heater.
Hello.
And Ted, as usual, drinking the Heat as usual. Please visit our handle at Drink Good Days on Instagram or visit our website at www.drinkgooddays.com to find a retailer near you. All right, we're excited to have another gentleman I've known,
Another Miller. And
Mason. Not the same, known you a long time. It's been probably like at 5. Well, when did you guys?
I don't know. Me and Jacob probably met in like 4th, 5th grade, something like that.
All right, so what is that, 12?
Yeah, it's close enough.
So, Brady Miller, not related to Jason Miller. The weird and cool thing is his dad's name, Jason Miller.
Yeah.
I know.
But who's the best Jason Miller?
I mean, his dad by far. Really? Super nice guy.
By
Super nice guy. But we're excited to have him on. Childhood friends with our son, Jacob, my son, Jacob Miller.
also unrelated.
Yes.
To me.
And so we're just going to roll right in. So Brady went to Hillgrove, went to Auburn.
Yes.
Auburn grad. What was your degree in?
Business management.
Business management.
You got a job out there.
I love
But
it.
let me know.
So you just started your new job. You work for Enterprise, which I mentioned earlier, is a great management program that's highly regarded in the business world.
Sure is.
But they work you to death, right?
It's a lot of work for sure. It's been good. I definitely hear a lot about the management program and everyone keeps telling me about that. They're like, oh no, it looks great on your resume, but it is hard getting used to, 7:30 to 6, basically every day, working every other weekend kind of thing. But
Yeah, you cleaning cars?
lots, yeah, lots of cars for sure.
Awesome. Can you clean mine while you're at it?
Maybe
Side hustle?
maybe a side.
So I have a good friend I met at the gym. He now lives in Florida. He started out as an enterprise management. He went through the whole program and his wife. He met his wife there. So she's really strived. She's like big VP at a company, and he's had a great career working in pharmaceutical and finance. So he always goes back and said it's one of the best things he ever did, even though it was a grind, like you're saying.
Yeah.
So if you can stomach it, it will pay off either internally if you stay there or externally. So we're just going to assume that you're going to be.
It's paycheck too, man. Gotta have it. Yeah, that's true.
These days.
That's true.
Eggs aren't getting any cheaper.
What else has an
Well,
egg?
before we jump in, eggs. So
Yep.
I bought eggs at Costco a couple days ago.
Yep.
What are those? 24-pack? Whatever. There's a lot in there.
It might be 36.
$8. Organic.
Yeah.
But then the egg fairy came today.
The egg fairy did.
Yeah, the neighborhood
Before I came over to the.
Yeah, I mean, Farmer Mick, Scheffler Mick, and his wife.
What?
I got 24.
So do we.
Yeah, best things in the world.
Wait, what a yield from those chickens this
Oh yeah. So Jacob's gonna get the Costco eggs. We're gonna to him because he's moving this weekend and next weekend, and we're gonna.
Are you really gonna have them carry eggs down there?
We're gonna load them up, dude. We're gonna load the car
Carefully.
So
Right at the bottom.
yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna throw.
So I'm in Publix this weekend, barren shelves.
Yeah.
Right? This is the craziest thing. They had like the super, high end, double organic eggs, whatever the hell they were, and they had quail eggs. You ever seen quail eggs?
No.
Yeah.
Are they good?
How do they get good?
No, they're tiny. You know what's really good though?
They're tiny.
Quail.
But yeah, again,
Wow, so good. Our
it's
neighbor,
like one bite, if that.
I know, but Ray, our neighbor, he used to cook them up years ago, and Natalie and Jacob would go walk right over there. Like, you're right, not a lot to it, but it's still.
So I had to send Chris to, I don't know where she ended up getting them, but she went a couple different places to get them. So
Aldi has them.
yeah.
Uh,
I'm missing the cheat code. Yeah, it is.
well, but Publix, it is like $8-9.
Yeah.
Like eggs are outrageous. So.
I'm a big fan of Lidl these days. I really am. I'll make a trek there once a month, maybe.
They got good value.
Weird stuff.
Yeah.
So you can get like a lawn chair in there. Like, you can get roast beef, and you can get like French wine. It's just crazy what they have in this place.
Yeah.
Bread. Yeah. German.
Dude, they have great organic and produce, man.
Yeah.
It's actually really good, and it's very reasonable. I mean,
Yeah.
better pricing than I love Publix. I mean,
Yeah.
but Kroger, Publix, Walmart now even they're just Lidl and what's the other one that Aldi, they're killing it. The one I like the best is Trader Joe's, and we just don't have one yet.
I know.
Yeah.
I used to go to Trader Joe's on the way home from work when I used to work in Alpharetta.
Right.
I would stop by, same thing, like once a month, and just get loaded up with all sorts of. The best thing about Trader Joe's is like their pre-made stuff, like their own. They make it in house. The soups, the salads, the marinated meats, cheese.
Did you know that they're owned either by Aldi or Lidl? One of those.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but man, that's why the pricing's so good.
Huh.
Yeah.
So, all right, enough of that side chatter. So you got your first job. When did you start?
Well, I was an intern there.
You interned and then got in.
Yeah, junior, in between junior and senior year, probably like month and a half, 2 months. And then after I graduated in May, I was looking for other stuff. I had like a couple different things that were on the table, but none of it really turned into something that I was like super excited about. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to stay with my parents for a little bit.
Thank that money.
Yeah, not have to worry about paying rent, anything like that. And then, because the store was just 10 minutes from my house, as I was saying. So,
Oh, nice.
working there started in August. Coming up on, I guess,
So you banking good money?
or so.
You saving? You spending it all?
No, don't spend it. I'm like, my girlfriend actually has to beg me to buy things.
I've seen your car. You're not.
No, I'm not spending things, man.
That's good though, because eventually you're going to want to move out, and you got a nice nest egg.
Yeah.
That's the one thing. Like Jacob, he didn't. I don't think he was excited to live at home, but he sent a nice text the other day. Thanks for letting me save a lot of stacks.
Yeah.
For the
Little
past
coin.
months. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's expensive, man. I mean, he's like, it's only $1,000 for his rent. I'm like, man, I was paying like 100 back when we had nothing. But it's different times.
Sure.
They make a lot more money than we did back then too.
Yeah.
So,
But I do a lot more.
yeah.
You know.
Well, everything's more. At least he can get some free good days. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Load him
Thank
up
God.
with that.
Thank God for that.
All right, so you got the job, Auburn. So we're gonna bounce around. You were at the campus this past weekend watching that Auburn Alabama game. So I know it's okay. I mean, Auburn is very good.
Yeah. No.
There's defense and who's it? Bloom, whatever. He is very good. I love the coach. He's kind of a slob. It's awesome.
Bruce Pearl's awesome.
He's great, but he's wearing a shirt way too small.
True.
Right.
Yeah.
Come on. Hell of a game. I mean, the score wasn't addictive of, I think, in my opinion, how Auburn dominated. In my opinion.
To me, it felt like whenever it was close, Auburn was getting sloppy. But whenever they were playing how they were supposed to be playing, that's whenever it was like, okay, we got
within one in the second half, and then we never got close.
Yeah. A lot of.
And I think Alabama underestimated how big Auburn is inside. I mean, Sears. I mean, he's good. He had a shitty game. He's too emotional too. He lets everything affect him. Drives me batshit crazy because he's a good player, but you gotta let it roll off. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, when you miss a dunk and Haiba. But they play again at the end of the year. They're all both going to the tournament. It's just who's going to be a number one and who might not be a number one. Right now, Alabama would be today, but I think if they lose another game, they're probably not going to be number one.
Would that be 3 or 4 if you lose another one?
There's 4, but I mean they really can't afford to lose another game to get the number one.
Yeah, but if you end up playing maybe splitting, even if you lost twice in close games to the number one overall, your strength schedule is going to be there.
They still got a tough schedule. They're playing all ranked teams on the way out.
Being in the SEC right now definitely doesn't help that.
It's crazy. Yeah.
And it's kind of insane how.
I mean, they still got 5 out of top 10, 9 out of top 25. So there's still their dominance is there. I mean, Florida. Who knows? We don't even talk about Florida. Moved to what, number 3?
Yep.
I mean, they could be the best team too.
Looking at the right. Yeah. Cooper Flag had quite a week.
Yeah.
And so
I mean, it's the only ACC. Well, Clemson's pretty good.
Yeah.
But I think they're
underrated, right? Yeah. For where they are, they probably should be a little bit higher. They're in the 20, maybe around 20, somewhere in there.
Yeah, I didn't check how much they moved up this week. But yeah, I mean, who would have thought? Football rules the SEC, and now basketball is ruled by the SEC. Now, of course, they have to prove it out in the tournament, right? But right now, they're getting all the love, and I'm not saying they don't deserve it.
Where is that? Is that here?
The tournament?
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's Birmingham? No. I'm talking about the SEC tournament.
No, it's not here. It's usually in like I think Birmingham.
Jacob, on the
I don't know. I went to the one in Tampa. That one was pretty cool.
yeah.
Well, it was on one of my spring breaks, but I'm pretty sure we lost in the first round.
Is that when you went to the tournament?
Yeah, SEC. Well,
Yeah.
I think that was when we had Nashville, Bari.
Nashville, right? Sure.
That would be a fun one.
That would be fun. So that's just kind of what I'm poking at.
Yeah,
Jay.
I mean,
Read.
yeah,
Hey, with that.
we could check that out.
Yeah.
The only team
That's
that's
accessible.
there is Georgia,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah. Not everybody makes it.
Uh-oh.
At least they had it in the past.
Yeah, it's easier.
Yeah.
What I mean,
The last couple of seasons, college basketball has really bitched about it. Like, some of the talking heads have said, you really don't have a chance to win. Not everyone has a chance to win the national title because not everyone gets to play in their tournament. And I'm like, yeah, but regular season record dictates if you get in your conference tournament or not. So
I mean, Georgia's not even top 10 in the SEC.
yeah, there's six. I mean, maybe now with 16, but they don't play like 1 versus 16 and 2 against 15. They do it like they're going to have buys and multiple buys for those top
Yeah.
picks, something like.
Which is going to be
I don't know
Auburn,
exactly what the
probably Tennessee, Florida, and probably Alabama would be those buys, most likely. But A&M's right on the cusp.
Yeah.
They've only got 3 losses in the.
I think it's going to take a while to sort that out. And as we get closer, I think we'll have a better idea. Probably. But it's going to come under the wire.
Yeah.
So Big Ten's the same way. I was looking at the Big Ten records last night. I mean, they're so jammed up at the top.
Michigan.
Michigan State, new. I mean,
Don't sleep on the
No.
Michigan State, dude.
I'm not. I mean, I couldn't. Maryland of all teams. I was reading a lot about Maryland this week too.
Right.
That is. Owen didn't mention it as a sleeper pick, but he probably should have.
The Terps, baby.
The Terps. I'm telling you, that is. Don't sleep on the Terps. They're primed to make a deep run.
The saddest thing was when Len Bias.
That was.
I mean, he was
heartbreaking.
I mean, that dude dominated in college. Just waiting.
Please tell me you know who Len Bias is. Dang it! All right, we got
What?
to coach you up, right?
Look him up.
I'm
He
locking.
was the most dominant college player. What was that 84?
5. Yeah.
And he was going. What he got drafted?
Celtics.
Yeah, Boston.
Yeah.
And he partied too hard. Did a little coke.
Dang.
Right after he got drafted,
And he died.
Before he ever stepped on the.
He would. I mean, he would have. I'm not saying he could have been like a Hall of Fame player. Like he had all of it.
I am not kidding.
Yeah, he was unbelievable.
Yeah, he was as good in college as Jordan was,
Yeah,
and maybe even better because you remember Jordan was.
Jordan's on the bench for.
Well, I mean, his freshman year he hit the shot to win the.
But Glenn Smith didn't play everybody.
No, he didn't. So they knew the NBA scouts knew. What did he go third? Right? Famous.
Yeah.
He went third. And they knew what they were getting, but the stats didn't necessarily show it. But Len Bias was an absolute fucking.
Look him up.
Crazy.
Look him up on YouTube.
Yeah,
or whatever.
You were on the little coat, kind of like phased out.
No, he died. It was like the whole world. That's like the beginning. Like ESPN started. Like ESPN was like the shit then.
Yeah.
Now I think it's not the shit, but like everywhere, everything you turned on, sports and even just regular news, because it was not a normal occurrence.
Yeah.
A great athlete like that, and high expectations. I mean, high expectations. So it's interesting. Maryland, and they used to be in ACC.
But now they're Big Ten.
Yeah, but they were ACC back then.
I don't know anything about conferences.
I mean,
Well, it's not even worth it because they just move around.
and it's like football now, where you get these super conferences with 16, 17, 18 teams in them. So you're bound to get the really bad teams are gonna. You're not gonna play everybody. So the cream rises to the top, much like Indiana football had this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
They ran through the Big Ten schedule. They'd play anybody, right? Until they got to the Big Ten championship game.
Yeah.
So, and I talked about it a couple weeks ago. Like if they're gonna have these huge conferences, you're gonna see the same thing over and over again. The team with the weakest schedule is gonna look like rock stars.
Well,
They're gonna be ranked. They're gonna get all the hype, and then they're gonna go and get demolished.
Well, college football proved it didn't matter your strength of setting.
Yeah.
So now if they change that next year, everybody's gonna be like, "What the blank?"
Yeah.
So, all right, let's jump in. You got this side hustle, man. Tell me about what you do on the side. I kind of know, but tell our huge audience going on what you do, man. You do have some artistic ability.
I got some examples here.
All right, you got it. I tell them
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Show and tell. Here we go.
So I make custom shoes. This was something that I started in whenever COVID was happening.
Yeah.
Just in my free time. Always loved shoes. Always, was pretty good artistically.
Very cool.
So it was just something that I enjoyed doing in free time. Found a passion for it. Some people, liked buying things for me. So that was cool. But I feel like my joy from it has come from creating like entertainment and media from it. So I just made like a little YouTube channel, been filming some stuff, learned to edit a little bit. So that's just been really fun. But I get a nice close up here.
That's
Awesome. Look at it if you want.
Calvin Hobbs.
Yeah, these are Calvin and Hobbes themed.
And these are this is like UNC colors.
Yeah, so
If you got any UNC fans out there, these might look at you. So cool.
believe it or not, these were the shoes. These were my like girlfriend's best friend's shoes. These are the type of shoes that you wear like till they're yellow and beat.
Yeah.
They get thrown in the back of your closet. And the video I'm putting out soon with these was basically just restoring them and making them new.
Mm-hmm.
So like you can see on the bottom still.
Yeah, a little worn out.
That's like what the whole shoe looked like, basically. And
So you getting that white stuff? Like, I remember when I was a kid. Yeah. Oh man, I got white because that's all they ever sold was just white shoes.
Yeah.
And you buy this, and then like a roll, and you press it down, and like, oh yeah, a little sponge on the edge. So what do you use to kind of whiten it up?
So on the main part, I just use leather paint. I basically just like clean it, get some like acetone, like nail polish from something like that, and that clears the clear coat off the shoe.
Okay.
Because there's just like the factory finish over it, and so whenever you do that, the leather paint will stick to it. So I just white on the parts on the main leather that doesn't,
That's so cool.
work
So
well. And
so you have artistic. You're an artist. Like you just started this on your own. Did you get an idea from somebody? Were you bored over COVID?
yes, definitely. I mean, this was something that I had thought about since like middle school. Was like always wanted to customize shoes,
Right.
just because it just kind of like matched. Like I like shoes, I like painting. I feel like I maybe saw something at some point that like triggered that idea. But whenever COVID happened, I was just like, all right, I got a bunch of time on my hands. I have like at that point I had a ton of shoes in my arsenal. And
Where do you get them, bro? Where do you get the shoes from? Do you go to like thrift stores? Do you are these really your old shoes or people?
Well, these were old shoes from someone I knew. I did some for Paul. He bought like a new pair of shoes, like Vans, brought them to me.
Just like white Vans.
Yeah, just white Vans. Those are like canvas, so that's super easy.
That's not bad.
It's just like old shoes that I have, somebody else has, and they are like, I don't even wear these anymore. Because at this point, I'm like, I'm not going to go spend $120.
Sure.
On new shoes. If honestly, I think it might be more entertaining to take something that looks super old and gross into like, kind of cool.
So I've seen some of your Instagram reels, like kind of the process, which is cool, and I've seen a little bit on your YouTube channel. So like, how many have you done like for customers?
I'm doing one right now actually. They're cleats for this kid. Do you know who Jonathan Jones is?
I don't know. Do you?
He's a corner.
Jeff Jones, like the
Jonathan. He was a cornerback for the Patriots for a long time.
Oh wow.
He might have played for the Falcons. I don't know. Maybe like later.
So you're doing something for him?
I'm doing something for his nephew.
Oh,
he plays at Carrollton.
It's like Kevin Bacon, but 6 degrees.
Yeah, just one over.
Yeah, right.
I'm making some cleats for him right now, and I'm hoping Carrollton's a huge football program.
Big time. Yeah.
Honestly, I'm just hoping that some kid's gonna see his.
They had the #1 player in the nation. Right?
Yeah.
He's going to Colorado. So so most of your customers, they wear them? They just kind of like put them on a shelf?
Yeah, they're always very.
Hand shoes.
Yeah, they're like
going out shoes.
they're very scared to wear.
Yeah, this is the regular.
Like, they're cleats. Am I gonna be able to play them? Is it gonna mess them up? But I got, whenever you do prep it well, like with the acetone, you get a little like sandpaper on it. The paint sticks to it well, and then I have like a clear factory finish that I put on.
Oh, so it doesn't scuff up.
Yeah, so
Well, but not easily.
yeah, like eventually, yeah, it'll probably end up getting like maybe a little peely, but
Pretty cool.
yeah, I mean, you can wear them. They won't really mess up. The only time that I've had my shoes mess up when I've worn them is like on the insides here, but they'll like scrape against each other if you
Yeah.
or like right there a little bit. But
You just got to learn how to walk.
yeah, just like walk a little bow-legged and see.
Nice and slow.
Yeah.
So you got me some, I wouldn't mind. So we're a sponsor at KSU, the Owls there.
I might buy some shoes, get some KS shoes, and then we're working on our logo, the Cobb Fathers. So we want to get some Cobb
I
Fathers.
could make some fire good day.
Fire good. I mean, you might have.
I mean, yeah, like
So I mean, you don't have to like. What is a typical cost for somebody? You know, obviously they're bringing the shoes. I mean, what is it typically?
That has been
The hardest thing to figure out.
Yeah, and I feel like I always tell myself.
Well, let me ask you. Hold up. So hold up. How long does it take you to do one? Like a pair? How many hours?
Probably like 8 hours, like all together. That's just like
I'm just gonna do some cap.
so if you're asking, I'll have to put a down payment down. Well, look, I mean, these are a work of art, right? So
you got to charge at least $200.
yeah. See, that's what I'm doing now. Like for the cleats, it's like $200. But before, especially since I was like, all right,
I think it's a bargain because you're doing something. I mean, I'm sure people give you the idea of what they're looking for, and then you kind of maybe mock something on a piece of paper first, or you just say, "Screw it, I'm going."
I just say screw it.
All right,
that's artistic.
That's amazing.
Well, Bob Ross, there are no mistakes. It's just it all comes together.
Dude, at the end of the day, we're not going to notice.
Exactly.
These little happy cartoons.
Exactly. Like
Bob Ross. I said, Hobbs, dude.
Like I get these, and I could probably point out a couple things that I think I could do better, that I think could change. But if you're just wearing them, and someone looks at them and they've never seen a shoe like this before, they're not going to point that out. And so it's pretty,
So if we give you like 3 or 4 pairs in one pop, you a little discount? Yeah, I mean, how are you marketing? You got a handle, you're on YouTube. How are you getting your business? And, we got a massive following right now, but at least
we can unleash the power of all the followers.
Yes.
Hey, we had our most
honestly,
listening, not followers, listening last week.
Most of it has been through my lovely friends, I feel.
Word of mouth.
Yeah, word of mouth from my parents talk to people. Like the cleats, there's this lady that's in my parents' life group. She works with Jonathan Jones' mom.
Oh, that's awesome.
And she's the one who's paying me for her.
That's great.
Like grandkid.
Yeah.
And so it's just like things like that. Most of it, like I've gotten some through like the videos a little bit. There have been people. One of my coolest things that I think that I've done with it, there's this YouTube channel called BDGE. They do NFL trivia. They have like 200,000 subscribers kind of thing.
What is it again?
BDGE. Big Dogs Gotta Eat. They'll never see this, but shout out. And shout out Ethan. I know he wanted me to shout him out.
You never know, man. We're working on bigger things, okay?
But like they're like head honcho, I guess. He's the one who started the company, but he's like the face of the company. I emailed him and I was like, hey, can I make some shoes for you? I made cleats for like Jalen Warren.
Yeah. Nice.
Steelers, man.
Yeah, that was a big, and he was like, oh, you made cleats to Jalen Warren, yeah. And so I just got some Air Force Ones and, basically designed them based on their branding and what I thought it would be like.
Right.
And then I shipped them out to them, and then they had a video where there was like in part with one of their videos, they unboxed them and they did like a review for it. And now in every single one of their videos, that shoe is in the back of the video.
Dude.
Yeah.
We got a Jonathan Jones update here. Yes. Patriots.
Auburn alum?
Wow.
Oh, alum. That's crazy.
So
I kind of forgot that.
So are you doing any SEO stuff?
Not yet, no. That'd probably be pretty good.
So
I need to have like a website.
Here's the thing. I have a awesome marketing woman that helps with Good Days, and we do some other stuff. I think it'd be good to kind of introduce you because she could help you. Maybe you don't have to use her to like pay her, but she might give you some ideas how to stimulate more traffic.
Yeah.
And not spend a ton of money. I'm not talking spending thousands of dollars. I'm talking spending $50, $100, whatever. But you should get a website.
Yeah.
And you can do a website on your own. I mean, I'm actually working on ours.
Yep.
On Shopify, and then you can sell your services off there.
Okay.
But anyway, we could talk offline.
Let's walk through this, right? The KSU shoes, KSU Good Day shoes.
Yeah.
I do a video of him walking into the KSU arena with his Good Day shoes on. Telling you.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So we make that happen.
And we can get,
and we posted to all.
I mean, and I
there you go.
All of them.
And
Hey, that's
and I got a good inside track with the athletic department there.
Yeah.
You know, I'm now basketball ends this week, home games. It's over.
What?
Basketball.
Did you miss it?
No, we got Thursday and Saturday, but I don't think I can go Saturday, which is New Mexico night. Thursday night, La Tech, which is a pretty good team.
Yeah.
But anyway, I love to help you in some ways, just to kind of help you. Because you know what? It's so fun to do something that you love and it's passion.
Yeah, definitely.
And, you know, never know. One day it could be bigger, but at this time, you make a little cash. You get the right people every once in a while get it. It could just blow up like, well.
Yeah, someday when you make it big, you can say, I started this in Jason's basement.
Exactly. That's it.
Yeah.
With the Cobb.
That's true.
With your Georgia shirt that we have in there. So very cool. I'm proud of you. I know your parents are. I think it's very cool, man. And we're definitely I'm gonna get on your queue. Another passion Jacob told me, and you kind of confirmed this, is you're big in the NFL draft, mock drafts.
Huge NFL draft guy.
Yeah.
So like, what is it too early to even think here?
No, not even close.
Yeah.
Once the Steelers inevitably lose,
Sounds like Mitch.
it is mock draft season.
So what pick are the Steelers?
21.
21. What are their needs?
Wide receiver.
Definitely wide receiver. We could use another corner. We could use some extra little like interior D line.
Mm-hmm.
Get a running back too. Get a running back.
Could use a running back if Najee ends up leaving, which
I don't know. Now they're starting to say that they may resign.
But even then, deep running back class, you can just get somebody that's
I agree.
explosive in like the 5th round or something. That's going to be a stud.
So who are we targeting round 1 then? Go ahead. Give me your. If you had.
Well, I want to back this up.
Okay.
So first of all, who's the quarterback?
Mm-hmm.
I want Justin Fields.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they're going to. I think Wilson's going to end up either with the Raiders, right, following his old career, right, or just elsewhere. Everyone always needs a veteran, but it just wasn't a great fit for us this year. I think we really got to stretch him out, Justin, and see what he's all about.
Yeah.
Maybe a 2-year deal, maybe with a 3rd-year option, and give us some time to. But it's not a huge, quarterback draft. I don't think. You tell me.
No, they're not. It's not good. I mean,
Very mediocre.
I mean, they're talking Jalen Milrow in the 1st round.
And
Look, that dude shouldn't even be
right.
yeah. No, my thought's just like, if the Steelers are not in a place where we're going to win a Super Bowl, right? If we're just going to go 9-8, if we're going to go 10-7, Mike Tomlin's going to continue to do what he does. We're not going to adapt to the future of how football is currently. I want to enjoy watching it. Am I going to enjoy watching a 26-year-old quarterback who can run a 4.4? Or am I going to enjoy watching a 37-year-old quarterback who, he played fine, but
I'm 100%.
it's like, might as well just have fun,
I think what we need Justin Fields is to be a better thrower.
Yeah.
I mean, look, his legs are phenomenal, but you can't do that forever, and you got to be able to throw the ball a little bit.
Yeah. He honestly played better than I was expecting.
He played first 4 or 5 games.
4-2.
Yeah,
10 touchdowns,
One interception. Yeah.
yeah.
That's it.
But it was one of those. They made that decision. They were going to play Wilson no matter what. You guys have our ex head coach. He did exactly what I thought he would do. But for a young quarterback, like Arthur Smith could thrive with Justin Fields.
Yeah. Dude, they're interested in Daniel Jones now because the Arthur Smith scheme.
Daniel Jones shouldn't start.
No.
I get it.
Too many offseason talks that are scaring me.
So, all right. So, 21?
21.
Who are they picking?
If everything came, planets aligned, everything came together, who's sitting there at 21 that you go, that's the guy, and you're Scott?
Dude, this might be kind of crazy. There's been a lot of talks about how running backs aren't valuable anymore, yada, yada, yada. I don't think he's making it there. And is it the best pick in round 1? But if Ashton Genty is at 21 and you have Arthur Smith as your offensive coordinator,
Right.
how do you not take that?
Sure.
It's like you can have George Pickens and you can pick some people up in free agency or later in the draft. But like, I think he would immediately just electrify any team he's on.
He should have won the Heisman.
Yeah. That would be a sick pick.
I keep seeing the Ohio State, both of them, right?
Yeah.
Both the wide receivers.
You can't go wrong with either one of those guys.
Yeah, I don't think you can. Again, I'm not
It's
sure
insane.
where those guys are slotted. I think they were talking about the better one. We'd have to trade up because one of them's going to be a top 10 pick, right? I forget, but I heard one 8,
So-
9, something like that.
Emeka Buka
Yep.
he's like their like slot, like reliable guy. You might be talking about Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't think he's
not coming out.
no, I think he might be a freshman. Is he?
He was a freshman. Yeah.
God, he's so good.
Yeah. No,
They are talking about him like whenever he
Yeah.
is coming out, he's gonna be like
Top 3.
top 3 pick.
yeah.
Like he's insane. He would be great because we don't have like Georgia's obviously deep threat, like all that kind of stuff.
But we
I
have
think,
nobody on the other side of the ball.
yeah. I was watching Luther Burden, wide receiver out of Mizzou. He's
Yep.
he
Is he a sleeper?
no, he's like one of those like top
First round?
4 or 5 like
Yeah.
first round
Top 20 maybe?
maybe. Yeah. He's pretty good. Also, the first time watching him, I thought he kind of reminded me of Kadarius Toney,
Mm-hmm.
which is like,
That's a bit scary.
yeah. Second time I watched him, I was like, I can kind of see a little Antonio Brown in there.
Yeah.
So that would be amazing too.
Amazing.
But just honestly, like any help on the offense would be great.
So, Steelers, your focus, but let's just talk like who's going number 1 to number 5, like
Yeah.
review. I mean, because it's kind of a weak quarterback class, but quarterbacks will be drafted earlier than they should be. But is there a quarterback going in the top 5?
Yeah, definitely.
I don't think anybody's worthy of top 5.
Yeah.
I would like all I'm hearing from everything that I listen to, everything that I'm watching, just weak QB class. Like Cam Ward has the tools, but he is, still missing in a lot of areas. Shador Sanders has really good accuracy,
Overrated.
but he sees ghosts in the pocket and he has a weak little noodle arm. And it's like he can be like an accurate, like sit in the pocket quarterback, but then it's like, what's his ceiling if he can only throw so hard, so far?
He can't move around pretty good, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, everyone needs a quarterback. Like
Jacob Milrow going first round?
heck no. Okay.
Jacob's
I will say, if he goes to the combine, and he runs 4 something first round.
he's going to run a 4.
He's gonna go to the first. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like so gonna see him and be like, that's my prep.
But it's funny. So remember, the center at Ohio State transferred from Alabama.
Mhm.
They thought all the issues was the center last year.
Dropping snaps. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, nothing against Milrow. He was the issue because that guy got the Outland whatever
Right. Yep.
trophy, best center in friggin' college football. So, and I do think if Jalen Milrow goes to the right team, maybe he can develop, but he not just be a running back. That dude would be a beast.
It's just
But they never want to do that.
no.
They never wanted to do that. Like Tim Tebow, great freaking quarterback in college. And he had some moments in the NFL, but he wasn't his windup with if you watch video, he's just so forever. Dude could have been a tight end, fullback, could have been a running he was so talented.
I just got PTSD from him.
Jacob saw him cry. It was beautiful.
No, but I mean, let's see. So I know the number 1 pick's the Titans. They have Will Levis.
Yeah, he sucks. He's god awful.
So I feel like unless you're just super enthralled with Abdul Carter, who's that rusher out of Penn State, or Travis Hunter or something like that, or it's just one of these blue chip guys, you're gonna go quarterback. Cleveland Browns, they could go honestly anywhere.
But it'll be a disaster no matter what happens.
Ideally,
Yes. Ideally, yes. Not ideally. I think
Historically, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, I would honestly rather Cam Ward go to the Browns than Shador Sanders. I feel like Cam Ward is just he was so good, but he, to me, seems like he's just that bust guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's he's so freaking athletic,
Yeah.
cannon and all this stuff. And then we're just overlooking some flaws. And then he just goes into the league and is on a crap team.
Mm-hmm.
And then just gets
Well, that guy, unfortunately, when you're drafting that high, they have to play. They make them play. Which, if they could sit for 6 or 8 games, learn more, it'd be so much beneficial.
Yeah.
I mean, the recipe, what the Packers do, it works.
Yeah.
I mean, they sit for 2 years, 3 years. Big guy went to the Super Bowl his first year.
Yeah.
True. But, dude, it's not happening like that anymore.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, these guys are,
That was out of injury too.
but they're not developed.
Touchdown Tommy Maddox, right?
Yeah.
He went down.
I love Tommy Mack back then. But the quarterbacks don't know. Most players aren't getting developed because they're doing transfer portal. So they're not sticking with a system. I mean, God bless them. Think about the money, go for it. But you may not get it later in the NFL. So I'm getting it.
Yeah.
They just don't develop quarterbacks like in college as they used to. Like you don't run under center. You're not like making
Oh, it's so
like
annoying. Everything's like shotgun.
or any.
So
It's always shotgun. Everyone's looking at the sideline, even the quarterback, and it's like, okay,
Yeah.
and then
It's here. It's read option. Let's go. Yeah.
well, the cool thing is the draft will be here before you know it. I know we got March Madness coming, and then the draft, and the NFL does a great job.
Sweet.
The NFL does a great job. They always stay in the news. So
Steelers, Ireland, you going?
I wish.
I know it.
I hope so.
They haven't announced which game and what date, but I
Yeah.
think it's the Packers, and I don't know what day it's going to be.
That might be unfortunate. Everyone's gonna be wearing green.
That's what I'm told. The insider scoop says Steelers.
that would be fun.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, kind of talked about college basketball. I don't know if you want to talk.
I think there's a lot of changes.
I mean, UConn, your team kind of, not the bad.
Don't get me started. I'd rather focus on UConn girls who went to South Carolina, and
They did. I
did all
saw that.
That's awesome.
absolute, as someone would say, what BTA, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think
Put a can, they opened up a can down there in South Carolina. So
and the next 3 weeks,
ridiculous.
SEC is just going to beat up, and they're going to switch spots, except maybe Auburn. Auburn right now, it's the best team, in my opinion, but you get to the tournament, it all bets are off. Everything it could go out the window.
I mean, it kind of concerned me how we matched up against Florida for sure.
Mhm.
So
So, I mean, here's the thing. Like Alabama, that game, they're a 3-point shooting team.
Yeah.
And you got to shut us down. Shut them down. But, you play a team who gets hot, that opens up the inside, right?
Yeah.
You got to extend your defense. But, I don't know, you guys are just tall. They're just big guys, man.
we got a lot of
He's done a good job. Bruce Pearl, love him. He's like our type of guy. He's
We
awesome.
should get him on the show. Maybe we'll get Brady to do some Auburn shooting.
Actually.
Tigers, and just like a Tiger play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Auburn basketball.
but you know what? As we get closer to the
Shout out to our basketball team. Come on, Bruce Pearl. You need a pair of these beauties.
Exactly.
When we get closer to the conference tournaments, we'll get more into it. Just real quick, KSU had a good win, and then they lost to Sam Houston State, which is disappointing. But Woolley was the freshman of the week.
Yeah.
He's from Tuscaloosa.
You keep saying it.
I'm scared he might be there next year.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping the coach can keep everybody together because he's got some good people coming in. The team might make some noise next year.
Oh, it's a lot of fun.
I mean,
Yeah.
KSU game, no game, fun, man.
No, I've just seen videos from Sebastian and them going,
Yeah.
but
Oh man, it's fun. There's 2 left, and baseball just started. I don't know. KSU played Georgia tonight. I don't know what happened.
Did they? Yeah.
Yeah,
So KSU's playing, as we heard, at Southern Poly.
yeah, because
I watched a little bit of the highlights and stuff. The stadium doesn't look as bad as I thought it was gonna. They made it out to be like it was gonna be chicken wire fence.
I mean, it's nothing. Yeah, it's okay.
But yeah, college baseball started. I'm super jacked.
Oh yeah, well, SEC again, ruling the room.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah.
I mean, it's the teams at the bottom are still in the top 25.
Auburn baseball, the story about that kid
What happened?
we were playing Holy Cross.
Yep.
Morning of one of the guy's moms died of cancer. Really sad. She told him she wanted him to play. He goes, they play. He hits a nuke over the fence, whole way around the bases.
Oh,
That's insane.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
I missed that one.
very cool.
Crazy
Cool.
stuff.
All right, so let's change gears. There was a USA versus Canada hockey game. I don't know if you saw any of that, did you? I caught the fights.
Yeah, unfortunately, I've been pseudo following it leading up to that. And for whatever reason, we just were preoccupied doing something. So we were like late to that game. So missed all it. Twitter was lighting up with the fights at the beginning of the game. The disrespect for the anthem.
Oh yeah.
But boy, yeah, what a again, a can.
You know what a can of whoop ass?
They have
USA, baby.
I know it was awesome. So I mean, we're back. I think hockey is this is one of the best things they could have done. The NHL is to put this together at a mid-season thing.
Amazing.
And it's brilliant for what they've done here. And honestly, Thursday again, here we go. Canada, U.S. It's going to be part 2, and I must watch. I'm going to be glued to that for sure.
Whatever. In this case,
Well, we can bring the phones with us.
yeah, we do that.
Yeah.
But dude, and then I love the coach. The
Oh, yeah.
coach, he just kind of went off a little bit.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna like say exactly, but
Yeah.
but it's kind of like just brings you back. Like I think hockey is the best sport in person.
It is.
I mean, we don't have a team in Atlanta. We've lost it twice.
Yep.
The Flames, the Thrashers. I mean, they're talking about maybe bringing it back, but who knows?
I didn't even know the Flames were a thing.
Yeah, I remember the Flames. They played in back then it was called the Omni,
Yeah.
and now it went to Phillips, and now it's State Farm.
And the fact they rip Freebird every time
Yeah.
they score is just
That was
total.
all
I
amazing.
mean, that is just America right there, right? So I can't wait.
Do you agree? Hockey's awesome. It's hard.
Hockey is awesome in person, no question about it. And every time I go to a game, I say the same thing. I come out of that thinking, why don't I go to more?
And I come out ready to fight.
Yeah.
Because there's so much going on outside of what's going on with the puck.
Yeah.
I mean, they're always jabbing this and that. I mean, they're tough sons of bitches.
Yeah.
I give them credit.
Even my girlfriend, she went to a Bruins game with her dad when they were in Boston, and she was like, "This is
Oh, that's
a great sport."
Yeah.
It's like, why do people not watch this more?
It's so hard to follow on TV. Remember when they had
that stupid thing. Yeah, that was the cameras gotten better. They because they could pick up more.
right.
But back when we were there,
It was just
I mean, it was hand back, and you watched it on Olympics.
Yeah.
That's basically when you watched hockey.
Yep.
Because it was on regular TV.
Yep.
They didn't have. Now they have TV contracts and all that. But
Enterprise branded partner at the NHL.
are they really?
Yeah, it's so weird. I see it go across the billboard, and I'm like,
Yes.
that's
Yeah, you get you an Enterprise sweat, as they call them.
yeah, maybe it's free tickets somewhere,
Yeah.
man.
Nice. But yeah, hockey's back. I mean, I love it. Now, Red, here we are, championship game, so they're going to go back to regular season. But, anything to spark interest, get some more fan base going, especially here in the South.
Well, they do it right.
Yeah, I think they do right. I think Nashville's got a huge following here, obviously, in the South.
Yeah, but Nashville is a huge hockey.
Yeah, huge.
And the Predators won a few times, one or twice for sure.
Yeah.
I've been to one of the games there. It's
Look,
awesome.
I might get back on board. I'm open, right?
for the
My fandom is open in hockey. I don't follow anybody, so I don't. Maybe we should follow the Penguins. I don't know.
I keep up with them all.
Just
Pens.
yeah.
So me and my friend from Auburn, huge hockey guy from Philadelphia,
Yeah.
big Eagles fan too, but we're doing like a dynasty fantasy hockey league with his family.
Oh my God.
I haven't kept up with it at all.
Who the hell is doing a dynasty
Exactly.
fantasy? Come on.
All I did, draft Sidney Crosby, auto draft the rest.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Auto draft. So speaking of another mid-season game,
Yeah.
and festivities, the NBA had All-Star Weekend.
Did it?
Yeah. And I'll be honest, this is the first time I don't think I actually tuned in. Now, I did watch some highlights of the dunk contest. Now, that dude, what's his name?
Mac McClung.
Yeah, that dude was the real deal.
I didn't watch that live. Maybe that's what we were doing during the hockey game.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we didn't see hockey. Yeah, because we were all like, shit.
You're like, wait, there's a guy jumping over a car.
Yeah.
Dude, it was, I get like, that was badass. Jacobson,
Yeah.
3-point, who was it?
I don't even know.
Hero? Tyler Hero.
Oh, yes.
Tyler Hero.
Again,
I did watch that too.
Yeah,
So,
Really?
guy. Was Steph in it?
No.
He didn't want to be in it.
Nope.
That's weird.
Ah.
The game,
They had these 2 extra balls this year, right?
the money balls?
Not
Oh, the star.
They had the racks. They had the starry yeah. They had these and nobody could make it. I was like, is that ball bigger?
Is it way more?
I think it was like maybe 2 feet back, and you had to shoot from the green circle. I think, but still, I mean, it wasn't like these guys were jacking up 40-footers. I mean, but I swear, I watched the whole time, and I was like, not a single person has made either of those.
Yeah.
And it was like
just
rack,
a rhythm.
rack, starry, center, star,
So-
rack.
Was that Saturday night?
It was, yeah.
So we went to see Captain America instead.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, we're like, I ate the whole bucket.
Of course.
Yeah.
We got 140-10.
Yeah. We need to. Yeah. We've talked about that on probably 3 of the 7. So
I'm giving
Jason's love for movie popcorn. And the absolute shredding he puts on. It's like a weed whacker. I mean, shit's just flying everywhere. There's it's like two-handed like this. He looks up. Looks up. Yeah.
I asked for someone that used to dip.
Yeah.
Get your
that time I wasn't really going to eat it all, it's something. It happens.
If something's in front of you, I don't know how you don't.
So
Right.
Everyone's got a plan until they get punched in the face. They got a dance.
yeah, I might have been impaired.
Could be.
Yeah. Jacob, what did you rate that movie? 3 out of 5, 4 out of 5?
It's fun.
3.5. It's pretty 3.5. I mean, Marvel, in my opinion, went down, and maybe it's kind of like gone to here. I don't know if it's ever going to get up.
It's too hard for me to follow. There's so
Be
many.
careful. Oh, they got the multiverse, bro.
That was it.
I cannot possibly keep track with all these.
But you know what? It wasn't long. It was only like 2 hours and 10 minutes, which was great. It wasn't like a 3-hour thing. Red Hole, Harrison Ford. Come on, that dude is killing it. He's in everything now.
Yeah.
He's in that show, Shrinking. He's on the Yellowstone. He's in this and that. I mean, he's 78. He's like 80 years old.
Yeah.
Dude. I mean, I'm like that at 80.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, we didn't catch any of the basketball, which
For the
was
hot, but yeah.
I saw the hockey highlight. Like I saw I'm like, man, amazing.
Yeah.
What do we got now?
Pitchers and catchers, baby.
So spring training is now next week.
No, they reported. Pitchers and catchers reported for either February 11, 12, or 13, depending on what team it was. So they're down there. They're working.
Oh wait, hold on.
Right.
We got. I'm out.
Yeah.
Snack time. What do you got?
Oh, heck yeah.
I'm going to come back to the Braves.
The snack moment. I've already brought the snack. What do we got here?
My favorite, like, snack of all time, just chocolate chip cookies.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Moe's Southwest Grill. Got
Is it going to get these?
individual batches.
He went to Ireland, but he got these.
Yeah. These are, like, some of the best cookies ever. They're just, like, soft. They taste great every time.
I don't even know they had it.
It's awesome.
Welcome to Moe's. Here's a shot.
Exactly.
Love Moe's. Big fan of Moe's. I usually
Good
get the
cookie.
nachos there.
All right. Let's try it out.
It's so good. I'm going to be disappointed if you guys don't like it.
I love cookies.
Solid.
All right.
Huge
I
shot.
like them when they're, I hate when they're just crumbled. I
Yeah.
can't stand it, right? Or, I mean, obviously, right out of the oven, nice and melty and soft, great.
We popped this in the microwave.
That's true. We should have done that.
Yeah. We have a microwave. We need it.
I like them like kind of chewy.
All right. What do you rate it?
Solid chocolate chip cookie. I don't know if they're approved, but, you know,
They're definitely not Bobby approved.
no,
But they're so freaking.
All right. So, is it the greatest chocolate cookie I've ever had? Probably not. But it's definitely the greatest chocolate cookie I've ever had from a burrito place.
Yeah.
No doubt about that.
That's fair.
So it is, top of the heap in terms of burrito, chocolate cookies. Well, no, totally solid 3.8 for me out of 5.
Okay.
3.8 out of 5.
What's your rating? You brought.
I mean,
Should be.
honestly, I will say, these are probably, this might be the worst cookie I've had from Moe's.
Good.
This one, 4.1 out of 5.
4. I'll give it.
Maybe I had the expectations a little high.
I'll give it 3.5.
But that's still good. It's still fast.
Solid. Who knew?
I mean, if there was 10 of them in front of me,
Yeah.
I
went to one of my trainings. We went to the corporate. They buy lunch for you. They bought Moe's. They had a little basket on the end with these. I took like 20 of them home.
Yes. Shoveling them in.
Bag, and I was last in line, and I was like, I mean, that was awesome for these.
Ted, you do that. You would do it.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, going back to the Braves. So the one thing I saw basically was Ronald Acuna, his first 4 at bats, he hit 3 home runs. And seriously, and they were bombs. So he feels good, and his interview was all in English. Well, his interpreter might be done.
Good for him.
He sounded really good. So the dude is definitely worked on his English in all season. He looks like he said he's about 90-95%.
That's what he said. Yeah. So they're saying, 6 weeks, right?
They're saying, I say he plays in May.
Yeah.
He said they'll be ready when they call him.
Yeah, that's what he said.
I think they're going to be slow, but I say by May 1st, he's in the lineup every day.
Yeah.
As long as he can play every day.
Look, Kalinic's going to play right until he comes back. I mean, I love that everyone ragging on the Braves saying they weren't a player in the offseason, right? Aside from Profar, right? And a couple of changes on the pitching staff, they were pretty much status quo, right? But when I look at that lineup, up and down, I mean, that's a championship lineup for me.
So look,
And if we can get the pitching staff to do what they did last year, Swellenbach, right? Some of these guys that, Ronaldo, right, really stepped up.
The Cy Young winner.
Yeah, exactly. Well, obviously Sale, right. But you have certain expectations for him coming off of last year's, season. But it's the other guys who I think elevated their game to pick up where some of the injuries were last year. That, and then, of course, the potential to have Strider back, who was, I think last year was probably the front runner for Cy Young. So you got potentially 2 Cy Young guys right there. If he comes back, yeah, your MVP, right? Former MVP coming back. So yeah, I'm happy with them where they are with their starting lineup and their rotation. Depth, I think, is a question for me, and obviously the bullpen is always a question for every team, right? So, but depth for me is a little bit. I mean, they lost Arno, right? I don't even know who the backup catcher is.
it's the guy from, yeah.
No, yeah, right.
Top 10 prospect.
Yep, but I mean those prospects, especially catchers, right? That's tough, right? Because it's not just throwing guys out. It's not just hitting. You gotta manage staff. You got to do a lot of things, to grow into the game. So I think rookie catchers are, not everyone's athlete Rushman, right? So
Here's my take. Ozzie was hurt. Hopefully he stays in the lineup. I think he's the motor of that team, really a leader.
Yep.
I love him. He's like my favorite player there. So I expect him to hopefully play more and be what he's at. He's a 270 hitter, hits 20-plus home runs and 80 RBIs. Matt Olson, to me, I don't give a shit about his average, but get his power numbers up. He hits 240, but hits 35, 40 home runs. I mean, that 54 might be an anomaly because the ball might have been juiced because they have changed the ball back, but you expect him to be better. I think Austin Riley is an MVP candidate. Yep. He was, before he got hurt,
like so many injuries last year.
The thing, they won 88 games
yep.
with a patchwork. I mean, and look, Marcell Ozuna, was tired, and we didn't need him to do what he did. He just he hit 250 at 30 home runs, right?
And Harris was nicked up,
And he hasn't played
Harris is not even 24 yet.
Yeah,
he's 24, I think, in end of March, I believe. So I mean,
take 2 years ago, historic offense. They don't need to be there. No, they went down to here.
They did.
They just need to be in the middle.
Harris had such a bad first half, but I read a stat the other day that said in his last 100 games, he hit 335 with 60 home runs and 15 stolen bases and an OPS of at 900. So, I mean, he absolutely tore it up in the second half, right? So, if we can get that Michael Harris back doing his thing in center field, right? Shortstop, dude, Arcia, he's fine.
He's okay.
He's okay.
No, but his glove is better than his bat.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 years ago,
your boy Sean Murphy needs to meet. To me, he's got to step up. Because that could be a bad signing if he can't get back.
That was the biggest miss for me. You know how I felt about him coming over from the A's. I was super excited. Tremendous defensive skills, hits for power.
I mean, he didn't show that. He was hurt last.
He didn't. And Darno did a good job. Again, they had that rotation, so it didn't hurt as much because you had that solid backup. So I don't know if he does the same thing this year. At least that's going to be a hole in the line.
They might display the young guy instead, right? I don't expect their pitching to be what it was last year because it's just. Chris Sale to replicate what he did. Lopez, come on, man. But I think it's still going to be good. But if they're scoring more,
they're a 95-win team for me.
But does that win the division? That's a tough division.
It sure is. Yeah,
it might be the best division in baseball. Paid a lot of money. That lineup is
Soto. Yeah, Soto's going to be ridiculous. At least top.
Padres lineup. You guys know what Padres said?
What? Well, they're good. The brace off with the Padres and the Dodgers.
Kind of weak. So grew up Pirates fan just because Pittsburgh, everything.
Yeah.
I never played baseball. I don't really keep up with baseball like that. My dad likes baseball. Freshman year of college, I was like, I want to get into baseball, but that was when the Pirates were how am I supposed to get into baseball?
They haven't been good since they had Barry Bonds.
Yeah. They at least have
Skeens.
They got Skeens.
Yeah, but Andrew McCutchen is going to lead off for them again this year. It's that guy's
my favorite player.
57,
even though he's so old.
Yeah.
So little side bit. So my wife's cousin Megan, her best friend is married to Andrew McCutchen.
Yeah.
She's they're super friends and babies and see all that stuff. So, hey, he's had a nice career. Is he Hall of Famer? No. but he's had a really nice.
He's just one of those guys.
And he's a nice guy. And they say he's a good dude. They say he's a really nice guy.
Yeah.
So
I'll tell you what, that's bucket list item for me is to go to that stadium. It's actually to go up for a weekend in early fall to see a Pirates game and a Steelers game in the same.
dude, we could do that. That place is awesome. Heinz Field, whatever it's called now. So,
Yeah.
So we'll be talking a lot more baseball. Hey, again, the beauty about baseball, no matter who you root for, just like an A sport, in preseason, we all have hope.
Mm-hmm.
But the Braves have put a good. Keep your.
All right, what's the over under then? I said it, 95 games, right?
I'd say
What are the Braves going to do this year? I can't be a if they this, if they that.
I give them 90. Give them 90
90.
wins.
So Jason's going to say 90. I'm going 95.
90.
Holy. How many games are there?
162.
162.
160. They won it. Yeah, right. They won 88 last year.
Let's go a solid 92.
92 wins.
Jacob?
92. Jacob, what do you got? Braves wins.
96 wins.
96.
Oh, well, we need.
It's like bidding $1. You just outbid me by 1. Okay.
Wait, you said.
I said 95. Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm going to have to up this.
No, it's good. Jacob, I'm going to write this down for posterity.
Well, I'll put it in the show notes.
Yeah, but
I'll put it in those. So
we have show notes.
we can have show notes. Yeah. Yeah, we can. All right. So we're gonna move on. We're wrapping close. We got some questions. So my heater moment, it's not super heater, but the coolest thing. If you ever watch Malcolm in the Middle, kid Frankie Muniz, you ever watch Malcolm in the Middle?
A little bit.
So anyway, he's probably old now, 35. He's not acting. He's a stock. He drives NASCAR, the truck series.
That's wild.
Yeah, he came in 10th place this past weekend at Daytona.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
I mean, think about it. I haven't seen the guy, like, I'm not to like follow him, but you haven't seen him in anything.
Yeah.
Last time I saw him was on a milk carton.
That's
I mean, yeah. So, I mean, how about, good for him. He's probably made a fortune. He's got his money. He's probably paying probably owns the team and all that. It's kind of cool, though. One day guy might be in a NASCAR.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be pretty wild.
You get Good Day sponsorship.
I mean,
there was that on
that'd be good.
Drive on the track in the heater.
The heat.
Dude Perfect.
Oh, yeah.
They made a video recently. They have like I guess like a bucket list kind of series. One of them did a race in a race car. They trained for it, and Keanu Reeves was in the race.
Yeah.
And so he was in the video, and the whole video is basically just Keanu Reeves versus the guy in Dude Perfect, like duking out.
Wow.
Who would get a better?
Really?
It's like I guess famous people once they are like done with, they do whatever they want for real. It's like let's go race car.
He does stunts. That guy.
Does he?
Oh yeah,
He's awesome.
I mean, it's just like Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
I mean, Tom Cruise like shorter than me. He's pretty badass.
Yeah, it's like the one last action hero we
I
have.
mean, I saw the preview of the last Mission Impossible. Supposedly, looks good. Looks good coming out this summer.
The first one's one of my
A
favorite.
lot of good movies coming out. Right? What was the Thunderbolts, Jacob? What else? Fantastic Four.
Dude, new Superman.
Oh, the new Super Bowl.
My birthday. Yeah.
It's great.
That looks awesome.
That's who's the guy? James Gunn.
Yeah.
He used to do some of the Marvel stuff. He did. I mean, it is time for DC to take over.
Yes.
So,
All right, we're talking about entertainment. I know. I got to put a shout out there, right? Yesterday I had a day off, President's Day. I decided to not do anything outside, stay inside all day, and binge Chernobyl. Have you seen Chernobyl?
No,
Have you seen Chernobyl? Have you seen Chernobyl? Like outstanding. Yeah, it's a 6-part mini.
Harvey's just told. I think it was Harvey or Derek.
It's one of those that are always on like the top 10 show list that everybody puts out there.
Yeah.
And I've been wanting to do it for a while, and it is worth it, man. Check it out. It's 5 episodes actually.
Netflix?
5 hours. It's max.
All right, HBO Max. I got.
Yeah. So if you got some time, rainy day or a Saturday, boom, get up, knock it out.
Nice. All right, I'll check it out.
Yep.
All right, we're getting towards the end. We have 5 questions.
Okay.
So what's something on your bucket list?
Wow, that's crazy. Okay, I actually have a wild bucket list. It is
Just pick one. It's like Halloween. Just take one.
so many good ones.
I'll let you pick 2.
Two. Okay.
Don't cut it back a little bit.
One is I want to visit the Heisman House. I know that's not technically a real place.
Right. Like the Nissan commercial?
Yeah, like the commercial. I want Tim Tebow to be there. I want Reggie Bush the Heisman Reggie Bush,
Does he still have his Heisman? I think he get back. Like, he deserves it.
Yeah.
Barry Sanders, like Bryce. I want all the dudes in the commercial to be there.
Devontae Smith.
Devontae,
I
I want to be at.
Alabama wins now.
Yeah.
That's
a good one.
Oh, it's number 2, and then now moving on.
Number two. There's so many.
check.
So this has precedence. I have to keep doing my shoe videos, and I have to be famous from them. I want to win Sexiest Man Alive.
Wow, I have that.
People magazine.
I've seen that. That's crazy. Yeah, that would be so cool.
That's it. I can big. You started,
But you have to make it big.
your career issues got launched here in the basement with the Cobb father.
Exactly.
Yeah. What's your favorite place you've ever visited?
Zach, my first time junior year in college.
Yeah.
So that's it?
That would be cool, but no. It was probably Eden's family's from Maine.
Oh.
So I went to Maine, and it's like
I've never been to Maine.
it's the part that's like I don't know exactly which city it was, but it was like really close to
It's
Kansas.
the part that's cold in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like it's a state.
Portland, Maine?
Yeah.
But they had this place, maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
They had this place. They for whatever reason, every single person in the north, like in Maine specifically, has a camp, which is like a second house on a lake.
Right.
Where they get this money from, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, you will. You're going to be famous.
Exactly. Once I went to get that Sexiest Man Alive check.
Yeah.
But it's literally like the first time that I had been in the United States that I had seen like undeveloped land.
Mm-hmm.
Like you go up this hill and it's just pine trees for miles.
You live in Carrollton.
I know.
There's plenty of land.
They're just small.
All right. So what do we got? So we got Heisman House and Maine. All right. So number 3.
Person you would like to have a drink with, dead or alive?
Oh man.
He'd say what's
Might be the guy.
Oh
Heisman.
man.
It might be tipsy.
Might be Tim Tebow at the Heisman House
Dude,
at the kitchen table.
oh gosh, that's hard. Dude, you should have given me time to
It
think.
could be a historical figure. Let me give you help. Historical figure, right? Could be
a family member.
someone meaningful in your life that you
Anybody.
missed out on.
Could be a coach. Could be something.
Could be your favorite
Oh,
player.
I'm trying to think if I should go historical or not.
Oh my God, go. Spit it out.
I'll just go Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt.
Huge Brad Pitt
He's
guy.
a sexy guy.
He's a former second.
I'm pretty sure he's one of like
He's pretty much-
win more times.
He was good in that one of those virtual Super Bowl.
Yeah, him, George Clooney.
All right, stop. You're done. You're done. Moving on.
Multiple times.
You go to the next one.
So, favorite TV show of all time.
Oh Lord.
These aren't that hard.
Auburn. I'll go with Psych. Have you ever seen Psych?
No.
It's like a crime TV, but it's like funny. And it's just always a good like I'll throw it on. It's enjoyable. It's got a good story kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or just like classic like The Office.
I'll look into that. All right. Last question. Your most memorable sports moment, either you or something you witnessed, TV, in person, whatever.
Oh, easy.
Yep.
Senior year, Haiba.
I knew it. Yeah.
Senior year, Haiba basketball. We were playing some other team from our school, so all of our friends were there. Senior year was the first time that I was like, I can actually like dunk somewhat. I get a steal.
I could have told you this was coming.
I get a steal at like our 3-point line. I look at the clock. There's like 15 seconds left before half, and I'm like, I just see like daylight. I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be my time. Actually, it wasn't 15. It was like 8 seconds. I'm like, this is daylight, and I was like, should I dunk? And I'm like, no, I'm gonna run out of time. Launch it from half court. Everybody's sitting there watching. Clank off the backboard. Ball bounces back to half court. And then the buzzer goes off. And it's like, I would have had at least 3 more seconds after I went full court and tried to dunk before the half. But I just launched it because I thought the clock was going to run out.
Yeah.
You had good ups.
Owen talked to me after. He was like, dude, that was your chance. That was your one shot. And I was like, yeah, it's never going to happen again.
You know, as we're wrapped here in a second, is the wasted height in your friend group?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's easy.
Love you, Paul.
That's easy.
Paul, you want to be on the podcast? You got to come something
That's
to eat.
6'6", start grabbing some boards. Jesus.
So, all right. Well, Brady Miller, thank you so much. Do you have a handle on Instagram?
YouTube, Instagram, Brady11K, 0 spaces. I'm not famous enough yet. If you put a space in between Brady and 11K, you will not find me.
Yeah.
No spaces. Brady11K. flat.
Well, we enjoyed having you.
Thanks
We're
for-
going to have some customized sneaks here in the near future.
Yep.
All right, Ted, we just wrapped up episode 7. What do we do? Drink, snack, and repeat.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.